"I got nothing for you," I responded to my editor down the crackly phone line. The project, simple enough, maybe too simple. Maybe I was looking into it too deeply, looking for an angle that just didn't exist. The scratched glass payphone wall was decorated in half-remaining advertisements for tow trucks, budget motels, and some country band playing in some backwater pub. Profane requests from itinerant truck drivers were etched in permanent marker where the time and place to meet, and I was certain there was syphilis on the brushed metal dial of the phone. My editor banged on with an eloquent bouquet of salty adjectives about deadlines and stipends and no more second chances. I promised her like a scorned lover it would never happen again, and the copy would be telexed by 5 p.m. tomorrow. Unsatisfied, she was forced to take my promises as gospel. The bucolic valley stretched out before me. Patchwork farms met at right angles, interrupted by the brown curves of the straight single-lane highway and the spaghetti tangle of country roads. Towns have formed the intersections of the roads, perhaps once thriving centres of agriculture. The German cemetery looked out of place in the Australian bush. Old Germanic words and names etched on stoic tombstones stood in defiance, a testament to those crazy krauts' desire to make a life in this strange foreign land. Those pioneers may be gone, but their legacy will forever remain. Roads called Hermans and Unendorf and Schmidt lead me to towns called Marburg and Prenzlau and Minden. My rental car pulled down unsurfaced roads and winding into towns. I was hoping to find someone, anyone with a story to tell, however tall or true. People I failed to find, falling instead to the silent and the main drags on the high streets of these one-horse towns. Split sandbags slumped in stacks haphazardly at irregular intervals on each street I drove down. Recent rains brought floods, not an irregular thing to happen in this valley. This valley, the fruit bowl of the state, relying on rain, hoping for it in times of dry and praying against it during big wets. My feet sank into the cold, wet grasses of the church grounds, fields and roadside parks. Winter, if you can call it that, cool, crisp and bitey after a warm summer by the sea. I find myself muttering, "Ooh, it's chilly," to myself as if I didn't already know. Each town has its own story, but the same plot line. Once vibrant hubs of agriculture, now dwindling memorials. Grand bank buildings, agricultural machinery, churches aplenty, all sit now idly, silently, empty. The trade that now occurs is consolidated, concentrated and centralised. These small towns and this small town commerce serving small town farms simply can't survive the steamrollers of progress. I stop and snap photos of the decline, documenting perhaps life in a dying town. I pull over at some takeaway for fish and chips. The middle-aged woman behind the glass counter manages to bark at me whilst wearing a mask, holding a half-smoked cigarette between her lips. "You vaccinated?" she barks. "'Cause if you're not, you gotta wait outside. Health department regulations," she continues. Her mask concaves in around her mouth as she takes a breath and gives me my order number on a tear-off receipt. Optimism on her behalf, considering the small takeaway on a quiet main street was otherwise empty. Perhaps, I wonder, perhaps she's waiting for a big lunchtime rush. The sun peeks out from lazy grey clouds, revealing a richly green, strangely vibrant landscape. Bountiful crops sway easily in the cool breeze. I wind down my window and smell that farm freshness. Red rusted rooftops pop up with high-head crops. Tractors chug along slowly in fields, and down the road, the lanky right arm of the farm is swinging out, denoting it's safe to overtake. Despite the otherwise depressed nature of this valley, I find it richly beautiful and superbly interesting. There's details, stories and secrets to be told in the quiet high streets and vast open fields. The DJ from the local AM radio station keeps me company as I head back to my modest but cosy hotel room. His crackly voice determines with confidence that it'll be raining tomorrow, but hopefully clearing for the weekend. Reminds folks there's a sale on down at Deacon's Produce, and they've got loan going for a song if you mention this radio advertisement. The valley seems to expand as I head back up the range. The view from my rearview mirror elongates the vast patch of earth behind me. A life on the land is no life for me. I feel, however, somewhat kindred with these people. People who in their own way write their own stories of the land, on the land, Perhaps the land in and of itself is the story, with the people and the farms and the interesting anecdotes that to a tale that's a story that's been told since the beginning of time.